Hello guys, this is a blog on how to file a ticket and win, in most cases, or how to get your bail amount reduced 50% off. This is basically my story. So it might work for somebody, it might not work for other party. In my case, on October last year, I received a letter from this collection company. They're actually a law firm. They're called Linebarger, Gogan Blair, and Samsung LLP. Basically, they were saying that I owe $490 to the LA County because I failed to stop on a red light. And I was like, how and when? And then I noticed the day was November 2nd of 2018. And I was like, wow, that's 4 years ago. And by that time, I was living at a different address. So what happened is I moved. And when I moved, I didn't change the address right away. So when I registered my car online, the website didn't let me change my address. So I had to register with the old address and disregard for another years. When they issued that red light ticket, they never sent it to my new address because I didn't update my home address. So anyway, I thought it was a scam first. So I went to the LA Superior Court and then asked them what's going on. Why are you saying that I own this money? And then they say, yeah, you actually, run a red light, and here's the proof. They show me a paper where pictures of me, my car, and the time when I was crossing the red light. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm guilty, But then I never remember, doing this. So I was like trying to figure it out, went home, and then I started doing a lot of research online, how to find a ticket, and I found this company called getdismissed.com, and I kind of sent a message on a comment to one of the guys, and then he replies, yeah, we can help you out, just get a court date. But then I'm like, I can't get a court date because I'm already in collection. So I went again. In fact, I was getting tired, to be honest. I was about to pay the whole amount to get over with it and move forward with my life, and it has less worry. And then I decided to go again to the LA Superior Court and see if I can get a court date because I was already in collection. So I went to the office and they say, we cannot do this. You actually had to call the collection company and they can issue a date with the judge. And in fact, I did. So I went home, I called the number on the paper, and then they set me up a court date, with the judge. But like I said, I was really close to pay when I realized that the ticket was actually issued at 2:01 a.m. in the morning, on this date. And I was like, wait a minute, 2:01 in the morning. So I was like, what happened, And then I realized I went and searched for the address where that happened, and it was actually in East LA. I don't recall, really, to be honest, running the red light like that. What happened probably is like I stopped and I went. And the reason why I say this because the miles per hour on the sheet says 11 miles per hour or 14 miles per hour. Yeah, so it says 40 miles per hour. It's actually in small letters, so it's in black and white, so you can really tell. So I was using a magnifier to check all the details on that page because I couldn't get a colored picture. I went to the web address that is on the paper, enter all the information, and nothing came out. But anyway, so like I say, I was close to pay the whole amount until I realized that I was cited at 2 o'clock in the morning and it was 40 miles per hour. So that made me realize that I did stop at the red light. Being this a danger zone, I decided to look around, make sure nobody was there, and I proceed with moving forward. But and the reason why, because I went over there actually. In fact, I was just testing myself on the street, saying, okay, I'm gonna stop and then I'm gonna go to see how fast I go, until I reach 40 miles per hour. And then indeed, it's like halfway in the street, especially when you're using an EV car, those goes fast, like vroom, and then that's why they took me a picture in the middle of the street, crossing the street. So, and then that's why I decided, Jesus, let's go and fight these people. So I called GetDismissed.com. By the way, I'm not getting sponsored by them, I'm not getting paid for that, I'm just telling my story. And they told me, you know what, the only way we can do is if you get a court date, and then that court date, you can get a trial by declarations. And this is the part where you can get your bail amount reduced 50% off of your tickets. So I went to court, and in court, what I learned was the judge will call your name and will read your charges. And you have the options to declare yourself guilty or not guilty. If you declare yourself guilty, the judge will reduce your bail amount in half. And also you will have the opportunity to go to traffic school, so that way you don't get a point in your driving records. And if you plead not guilty, you will have a chance to dispute your charges in another trial. In my case, I request tribal declarations and the judge approve it. If you are one of those guys that you are about to pay the whole amount because you just don't want to deal with this, and then the amount is close to $500, guess what? You might save $250, and that's a lot of money, to be honest, especially in these days, unless you're rich, yeah. But anyway, so this is the way when you can save 50% off. In my case, I was really thought I had a case because the way I figured out on this paper. So I asked the judge to see if I can get a tribal declaration, and they just approved it. And then I was happy. They gave me the paper, and I went home. So oh, by the way, and then what happened is my bail amount was actually $490. When the judge gave me the bail amount, the new one, it says $805, and I was like, I didn't check right away. So when I was home, I checked it out. I was like, what? $805. It was almost double. So I didn't know why. Maybe that was a procedure, but anyways, what happened is when I was ready to pay, because in order to make a tribal declaration, you had to pay in advance, and then if you win, they send you the money back, or if you lose, you lose. But in this case, when I was gonna pay the bail amount, I went back to the court. I was gonna mail it, but for some reason I couldn't do it right away, so I went in person. And when I went in person, the clerk told me, you know what, it's not $805, it's $490. The judge made a mistake, so that's why I only sent $490. Good for me, otherwise would it be $800 on the line. Anyway, so going back to after I finished my request by tribal declaration, so I had the tribal declaration in my hand, so I called getdismissed.com, and they took my information. In fact, I had to create an account online. In that account, I entered all my informations, and then they were able to help me out. And the cost is $100. But if you want to get some kind of like membership, you gotta pay $129, I think it is, or $125, something like that. But then I just request to get just one-time fee for this case, so they charged me $99. So I was able to hire them, and I entered my information, all the details. I explain my point of view. I submit my testimony, and then they put them on the tribal declaration. But what they did, actually, they actually add more statement. And when they do more statement, they actually also put more codes that I don't know. You know what I mean? I probably could have done it myself, but I didn't want to take a risk. To be honest, I don't really know much of the law. And then being that it's pretty much $500 going to be losing. And also there were pictures of me on the paper. Instead, I decided to hire them so I have more chances to win. And indeed, I mean, they were able to prepare a whole tribal declaration professionally with codes and more statements that I would say just one paragraph or two paragraphs of what I had to say. And indeed, I mean, they prepared. It took probably a day. The next day, it was ready to go. I downloaded from the website, which was pretty smooth, pretty easy. I signed it and I sent it over to the county. It waited for a few months. That was back in December when I sent it over, because the due date was December 31st of 2022. But anyway, so long story short, I mean, we won the case. And I'm happy because today I received a letter from the Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, saying that the violation number 1, BC 214553, dismissed. Basically, what it says right here says, check shall refund to defendant the following amount, $490. The total amount ordered refunded, $490, should be received by mail within 60 days. So basically, I won the case thanks to this guy. Thanks to Jesus. Thank you, God, for those who believe in God. And then I was able to recover my money. And even better, I was able to avoid going to traffic school and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm so happy. The thing is, like I said, I couldn't do it by myself, but I think I want to go the right way. Do you know what I mean? I want to do it the right way to fight something like this, because it's really important. But I'm happy. I won. I would say don't take it for granted. If you think, I know some people just paid off just to get out of the way, but you can get actually reduced if you know you're guilty. But if you know you have a case, you can fight it, and then you can hire this company, and not only them, but there's several companies on the market right now that can help you out with this, so you can have more chances to win. Like I mentioned before, I could have done it myself. In fact, I actually did fight in the past a tribal declaration ticket against an officer that stopped me on the freeway. So I had the experience before, but this time, since I have pictures of me on this paper, so I didn't want to take a chance. That's why I hired getdismissed.com. And like I said, you can hire different companies there. There's several companies out there. Just a reminder that the yellow light is actually to slow down, not to speed up. That way, you're gonna save yourself a ticket, and also you're gonna save life. All right, that's it for me. I hope this video was helpful to you. I mean, like I say, if you consider yourself that you're guilty, you can go see the judge, and the judge will reduce 50% off, at least in Los Angeles. That's what I went to, the Metropolitan Court. And then you're going to get the chance to go to traffic school and get that point out of your record, so that way your insurance won't go up. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for listening, I guess. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as a thank you. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.